Hi guys, I'm Brian and welcome to the Macaulay's Design Workshop. This is my weekly shop update for, I guess it'll be April 1st, 2017. So what's been going on? A lot. If you didn't see it already, I put out a video on the extending turn leg trestle table that I built. I will put a link up here for it. I think it's this side. I really think it's this side. Um, got that finished up, taken care of. The client really likes it, so go check that video out. So now I am full force into working on these doors that match the credenzas that I built a couple months ago now, I guess. And if you haven't seen those, again, there's a video. And in addition to the doors, I'm also working on another trestle table. This one's more of a traditional trestle table, you know, with the vertical leg that kind of comes out at the bottom and up at the top, and it's connected with a stretcher with through mortise and tenons and wedges and all that stuff. So behind me, you really can't see that all that well, is a bunch of the stock for that table. And over here on my assembly table, I have a bunch more of it that is being stabilized with epoxy. So let's go check that out. All right, so here are the other boards that I was talking about that are currently being stabilized. Again, it's that trailer wood, man. I knew that there was some powder post beetle damage, but it's a little more than I thought. So there's a ridiculous amount of epoxy in these boards. But luckily, when it's all said and done and they're milled, it looks kind of cool. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's go take a look at the doors. These doors are killing me, I'll tell you what. Let's go look at them. So here is one of those doors. You can see I've got all the dados cut in it, and it's all edge banded. This is plywood, and it's going to get the walnut strips, and this is going to be dyed. But this is a redo. This is crap. I gotta start over because what I was doing didn't work. I thought I had a good idea for getting these all cut evenly spaced and everything without using my table saw, but it didn't work. For whatever reason, the dado here does not line up perfectly with the dado on the other side. It's a mess. I got tear out all over the place. I got to completely rebuild this door and come up with something different to do to get all these dados cut. I was racking my brain for a way to do it with my table saw. I couldn't think of one, but it occurred to me while I was doing this, and I was realizing that it wasn't working out. I could build a sled, a huge, like 6-foot long sled, and make it almost like a box joint jig with strips, right, every 3/4 of an inch, or rather spaced 3/4 of an inch apart, that I can put the piece of plywood on, cut the dado, move it over so it lines up with the strips that are on the sled, cut the next dado, move it over, cut the next dado. And if I had like 3 or 4 strips, sort of like the fingers on the box joint jig, that should keep everything nice and square. Hopefully. I'm going to try it. But either way, this door's done. It's crap. It's scrap. I'm not even going to try the other two. I'm just going to come up with a system that I know will work before I even touch the other 2 doors, because I got to start this one all over. It's crap. It's done. All right. On to the radial arm saw. Let's go check it out. So this is the radial arm saw that I bought from her name's Robin. She's the lady with all the wood in the trailers, and I bought the jointer from her. I got it wired up, and it runs. So check this out. I'm not going to cut anything with it because it's not actually set up, but the blade spins. Check this out. That's shut off. It's still going. Apparently this is normal. It's just gonna wind down and it takes forever. I don't know, I gotta figure that out. Maybe there's some kind of way I can put a brake on it or something. I don't know. It's still going. This is crazy. So I talked to a couple people about this blade spinning and spinning and spinning after you shut it off. And apparently on these older saws, that's normal. They just go and go and go forever. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to figure out some way of stopping that blade a lot faster. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. So I think that is all I've got going on this week. Oh, the jointer. I blew out the switch or something in my jointer, so I had to get a new switch. A good buddy of mine hooked me up, so you know who you are. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. It works swimmingly. Yeah, that's it. So, same deal as always. If you like what I do, consider supporting the channel over on Patreon. Link right up there. Up until now, I've been doing it on a contribution per build video, not update video. The updates are always free, but per build video. And it has been brought to my attention that people tend to like it more if it's just on a monthly type basis. So starting in April, I guess when this comes out, I'm going to switch it over to monthly. So if you're one of those people who prefer the monthly contribution as opposed to per piece of content, go check it out. And big thank you to all the people over there on Patreon that support me already. You guys are awesome. And it really means a lot. Like, to know that there are people out there who care enough about what I do in my shop to, help me out. That's super cool, and thank you guys so much. I want to do something special for my patrons, some sort of maybe display of some kind here in the shop. I've been thinking about it, don't quite know just yet. Apparently it's raining outside. Do you guys hear that thunder? But again, if you have any suggestions on something like that, let me know. I am always open to suggestions. All right, so until next week, go build something. All right, later.